Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy here for boxing. Real quick, I'm gonna get away from the shorts for a second. Actually, do a video. I need to make this 2-3 minutes longer, so the shorts only limit me to 60 seconds. So yeah, with this whole Ryan Garcia thing, we saw Ryan Garcia's true colors today. We've seen his true colors since about January or so, since the Haney fight was announced. The bizarre behavior that he's been exhibiting. This was even before the fight. The things that he was saying about being kidnapped, taken to whatever that thing was called, the Bohemian Grove, all that stuff where he saw children being violated in heinous ways and things like that. So now we have him today on Twitter. He is calling black people the N-word. He doesn't like N-words. He doesn't like this group of people. He doesn't like that group of people. He doesn't like, whoever comes to mind at that point of his tirade is who he attacked. Those despicable comments he made about George Floyd. There was no reason to mention George Floyd, and there's nobody should be saying that, oh, he said things he shouldn't have said. Ryan said what he wanted to say, and one of the side effects of being drunk is not racism. Like I drink lightly, I don't drink heavily, but when I do drink, I don't become a racist or a bigot or a homophobe or anything like that. Like I just like to laugh and have a good time. Ryan is telling us who he is. He's been telling us who he is, and I'm not in the whole kicking a man while he's down thing, but Ryan needs to be kicked, and whatever Devin decides to do as far as going forward, as far as suing him and everything else, Devin should do that. Devin should sue him because Ryan came in 3.2 pounds overweight, explicitly said that he did not lose the weight on purpose, that he was not going to lose the weight because it was in his best interest to come in, as big and strong as possible, even though the contract that he signed explicitly stated that the weight at the time of weigh-in, you needed to be 140 or less. Devin Haney did everything he was supposed to do. He was a professional in the build-up. He was a professional during the fight and after the fight. And you had these YouTube pages that, like I said, they're clearly being paid to either defend defend Ryan or destroy Devin. Devin has done nothing to anyone. The worst thing that his dad has done, I would say, the one thing I didn't like that his dad said was that he wanted to go in there and unalive Ryan in the ring. Yeah, I know it's just boxing banter, but certain things I don't think should be said. But that and him saying that his son is the face of boxing has had YouTubers try to destroy this kid for the last 7-8 months and even longer. But it really started once Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence. I always wondered who was going to be the new whipping boy, and it was Devin Haney. This excellent kid, man. Good kid, great fighter. And it's funny because the same people who are now writing Devin off that he's a bum, he's overrated, were literally the same people who cried about Errol Spence losing, saying, don't write him off. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I'm going to write off the 34-year-old before I write off the 26-year-old. That's just me. But I prefer that nobody writes off either one. It's just a boxing match. Guys lose, guys are allowed to lose, and guys will come back better from a loss. We've seen it. We've seen some of our favorite fighters lose. We've seen Bernard Hopkins lose and come back. We've seen Felix Trinidad lose. We've seen Oscar De La Hoya lose. We've seen, guys that, we looked up to and, admired for the things that they did in the ring. We didn't write them off right away. But now, because it's Devin Haney and everybody hates him so much and people are being paid to destroy the career of this kid, it's a wonder to me that, if this kid has ever considered, unaliving himself from the constant backlash that he's gotten from social media. But again, these are the same people who talk about people's mental health and protecting mental health and everything else. But Devin is not entitled to that. Devin doesn't get the protection for the complexion from the black YouTube spaces. They attack this kid. They try to ruin this kid's career. This is a 26-year-old. And I don't want to call him a kid because I don't want to call Ryan a kid, but Devin is a good guy. He's a good young man. He's a great young man. He's done nothing wrong. He takes care of his family. He put his family in position to where they all could never have to work again. They can, relax on his merits and his hard work. And I think that they showed us that you can be your own boss and you don't have to go work for somebody else and work for another company and slave for another company. People are mad that he won't sign with the PBC. Well, PBC fighters fight once a year, and they might make a good amount of money, but they only fight once a year. We see Devin in action 3 times a year. I mean, there's nothing about that makes me think that Devin should sign with somebody else. Devin can do it his way. It's been working for him and it continue to work for him. But, you got people that want to see him do bad. I won't even say these dudes' names. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all defended this shit. This kid, Ryan Garcia, I don't even call him a kid either, but this dude has given you guys everything under the sun to admonish and bash him about, and y'all have yet to do it. And it only took for him today to come out and call you the N-words and tell you how you feel about black people for you to finally halfway say something about this dude that needed to be said. Y'all all frauds, and I'm going to stand behind Devin. And until this is all over, this saga is over and then moves on, Devin will have my support. And even after that, he going to have my support. But I get with y'all.